Hello there and welcome back to another video. Today guys, we are here inside of my Find the Mushrooms game today, and this is part 3 of the tutorial on how exactly you guys can make a Find the game for yourself. Quick apology that this is took so long to go ahead and make. I have been very busy guys, and I'm going to be switching to twice a week uploads on this channel, so just keep that in mind. So pretty much guys, in today's video we're going to be doing all the saving. This is going to go ahead and save the user's data and allow us to then move on to like the index and all that sort of stuff in future parts guys. So this is a very crucial step that you guys need to take if you guys want the rest of your game to go ahead and work. And we can't really do the index before we do this because it will just be a bit of a hassle and we need to change it after. So the index will be coming next part, or there'll be someone before that guys. But yeah, pretty much an exciting one, this one. This is crucial. It's going to consist of quite a bit of scripting guys. Make sure you do have everything exactly like me. I do have a Patreon where I do put all my scripts that I use in these tutorials, so if you guys want to just copy and paste them scripts onto your game, you can find that on my Patreon, which is linked down below in the description and maybe in the pinned comment. But before I start anything off over here, I first need to go ahead and tell you guys about rblxcodes.com, which is my own Roblox code website where you can find out game codes, music codes and guides. There is tons of stuff in there that you guys have to check out. Overall, we give a codes for over 300 Roblox games, so if you guys need a code for a game, it will be there. Anyway guys, I guess let's just go ahead and get on into this video now. Okay guys, starting off over here, what we need to go ahead and do first of all is create a folder inside of replicated storage. What this is going to go ahead and do, this is going to hold all of our objects that the user needs to find. So I'm going to name this mushrooms because in my game I am the users are finding the mushrooms. As you guys can see here, I've got 2 mushrooms right now. So here is my mushrooms file over here, and this is going to contain all the names of the mushrooms in my game guys. Whenever you add a new mushroom to your game or object, sorry, if I keep on saying mushroom, just think of your own object. Whenever you add a new thing to find in your game, add it to this file. So guys, what you can go ahead and do for this is, well, you can pretty much add anything, but honestly guys, I recommend adding what I normally do is just, I'm just going to add a bool value over here, and what I'm going to go ahead and do for the name of this, I'm just going to go ahead and name this a red mushroom over here. So red mushroom, just like this guys. There we go, we have that one over there. I'm also going to go ahead and create another one of these. Again guys, feel free to follow along and pause this video at any point, and this is going to be called the blue mushroom over here. So I have 2 values for both of these mushrooms guys. Don't worry about the value over here. To be fair guys, all we really need to do is just have these represent the names of the mushrooms that we have. And also guys, let's say if I were to add a green mushroom into my game, I would then have to go ahead and create another value in here which says green mushroom. If not, then later down the line you're gonna have problems saving that and it won't save the player's data. Okay guys, so now we have that set up, we can actually start on the saving player's data at the moment. But before you do that, first you guys must publish your Roblox game guys. So go to file and click on publish to Roblox. This will allow you guys to go ahead and access the data stores. So make sure you guys go ahead and publish your game to Roblox. I've already done this because I was testing out the saving aspect of this game. But yeah, you have to go ahead and publish this to Roblox guys. First, once you have it published to Roblox, go to the game settings up here at the top. As you guys can see, click on that and then click on permissions. Wait, no, click on, which one is it guys? I'm just gonna go ahead and scroll down. Okay, so click on security guys, and you must have enable studio access to API services. If you guys don't have this on, your data, well, the script that we'll be using today will not work because this is for the data source which allow us to save and load players stored data guys. So yeah, you must have all this and publish your game. Once you guys have all that, click on save. I've already done this, so I don't need to do that. But now you are set up and ready to start making our saving script over here. So in service, we're going to go ahead and add a normal script over here, and I'm just going to go ahead and name this saving script over here guys. This is going to be the thing that loads and saves players data. How exactly can you do this guys? Well, follow along exactly with me over here. So first things first guys, we're going to want to go ahead and create some variables over here. You can comment your code, you don't need to do this. Comments are pretty much messages to yourself on what the code is doing. The game will not take this into account. It will not run that guys. So the comments don't matter, you don't have to put them in. I'm just going to go ahead and do it just to make it a bit easier for you guys to see. So we're going to go ahead and create a few variables over here. First variable is going to be, if I can spell, our first variable is going to be local data store. Sorry guys, I cannot really type that well while I'm recording. I don't know why, guys, but anyway, get service. I'm very bad at multitasking. Right, honestly, there we go. Get service data store service. Okay guys, there we go. So we have our data store service over here. This is going to be the thing that allows us to load and save player data. Next guys, we're going to go ahead and actually create a data store in our thing over here. So I'm going to go ahead and create our own data store. For mine, it's just going to be collected data store, like that, and equals data store service colon get data store, and then I'm just going to go ahead and name this collect, guys. So pretty much what this is, it is creating a store where all the players' data will be sent to this collected name over here, guys. If you ever want to wipe the players' data, you can change the name of this, guys, but do not randomly change the name of this once your game is up and running, because that'll actually wipe all players' data. So just keep this the same, guys. Whatever you do, do not change this unless you purposely want to wipe all this players' data. But essentially, guys, what this is going to go ahead and do, for example, if I save all players data under collected and then I maybe change it to collected 2, that's then going to go ahead and create a whole new store for all players data, and when they come to load their data, it will not be there and it'll be a blank store. Think of it like a blank file. It'll have nothing on it, guys. So yeah, you must keep this the same, if not it will not work, and just keep that in mind. Do not change that once you have your game up and running. Of course you can change the name of this, but just don't change the name once your game is up and running. Anyway guys, next we're going to want to go ahead and get the replicated storage. So local replicated storage over here, honestly guys, I am so bad at typing while I'm recording, equals game get service replicated storage over here. Okay, now this is just simply getting the replicated storage over here, and next we are going to want to go ahead and actually get the mushroom list of mushrooms that we have in our game. How could I not type? Honestly guys, I wasn't that bad starting off. Right, okay, boombox list oops, no, mushroom room list equals replicated storage weight for child and mushrooms. There we go, guys. Okay, so this is just accessing this file over here. So now we have that, we're going to go ahead and start getting onto the saving aspect and all that sort of stuff over here. So game.players players.player added connect function, and then we're going to go ahead and get player over here. So guys, pretty much what this is going to go ahead and do, whenever a new player joins the game, it's going to run this function. This player thing is the player that has joined the game, guys. Okay, so once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and set a new variable. So local mushrooms collected equals instance.new instance.new, and we're going to go ahead and create a folder, and we're going to parent this folder to the player. So guys, instead of doing, for example, mushrooms collected.parent equals player, we're just going to go ahead and set this out while we're making this. So now we have that over here. If we run the game, click play over here. If we run the game right now, it would be nice if it would run. There we go. And players, no, never mind, that's not working right now. It was, oh no, never mind. So now we have that. We're going to want to go ahead and do mushrooms collected, equals, no, dot name, equals, and I'm just going to go ahead and name this mushrooms collected over here. There we go, guys. Okay, so now that hopefully should go in our player file right now. No, it's not. Great. Right, okay, 1 second, guys. This should be working, unless I've done something horribly wrong here while I was spelling some stuff out. Right, this should be fine. Wait, one second, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and use the print function just to check if this is running whenever I join the game. Right, okay, what's this? Player is not a valid member of data model game. Right. Okay, 1 second, guys. I want to quickly check what's wrong here, because this was working before. I'll see what I've done wrong. Never mind, guys. Players. There we go. It's now going to go ahead and work. Yeah, I thought something was wrong while I was writing out the function. Anyway, this should now work. Yeah, there we go. Hi. And in our player right now over here, we have the mushrooms collected file. So this is going to be what stores the mushrooms. Well, this is how we're going to see what mushrooms the player has collected, or whatever object you are making, of course. So yeah, guys, there we go. Just change that to players. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, that was just a basic error that I made with spelling. Anyway, guys, okay, so we have that now. Now we're going to go ahead and load the collected data. So I'm going to name this loading collected mushrooms over here, guys. So this, underneath this, is going to go ahead and load our collected mushrooms. So for this, we're going to go ahead and do local success. Success error message equals p call function. Okay, guys, so pretty much what this is the preferred thing of what you guys will need to use when working with data stores, guys. It just allows us to see what goes wrong if anything happens over here, and if it's right as well. So yeah, guys, just use this while working with data stores in any game. Okay, now we have that. Local mushrooms equals collected data store, get a sync, and there we go, get a sync user, and then we're gonna go ahead and do dot. Wait 1 minute, guys, let me quickly put a thing over there, to make it a little bit nicer, and then dot player dot user ID. Okay, guys, so what's happening here? We are actually wait 1 minute, 2 dots over there, 2 full stops. So what's happening over here? We are actually go ahead right now. This get sync function is getting all of the values stored in this data store for the player, and it's getting it under the user, and so it's finding this. So what technically in the file it'll be like user equals, and then the string of numbers that are attached to your character, guys. But yeah, that's how that works. And then we're going to go ahead and do if mushrooms, then for iv in pairs, mushrooms do. So what we are doing right now, if the player actually has some values saved in their mushrooms file, we're gonna now go ahead and loop through their mushrooms, and we're gonna go ahead and see here. Well, I'll show you guys what we're gonna go ahead and do next right now. Okay, so local mushroom found equals mushrooms mushroom list equals mushroom list find first child v, and then if mushroom found, then mushroom found clone, and then dot parent equals mushrooms collected. Okay, guys, so what's happening here? What is going on? So we are looping through the mushrooms saved that the player has for every mushroom that we find. So V represents the mushroom, the individual mushroom that they are getting in here. What we are doing, if the player has a mushroom, we are then cloning the mushroom and setting that as a parent to the mushroom collected file over here, guys. So whenever the player loads into the game, they will have a mushroom loaded into their folder, depending on how many they've collected. Okay, so now we have that right now. That is the loading thing. That's all done over here. Next, we're going to go ahead and do the saving, guys. To actually go ahead and load collected mushrooms, we need to first save them. And how exactly can you guys do this? Well, you need to go ahead and do game dot players dot player removing there we go, connect. I'm getting a bit better right now with typing and talking at the same time. Connect function player. There we go. Okay, so what's happening here? Whenever a player leaves the game, we are now going to go ahead and save their data. So I'm just going to go ahead and do here saving collected mushrooms. There we go. And now what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to go ahead and make another one of these. So local success error message equals p-call function. I'm going to put that in there. And now we are going to go ahead and do this. So local collected save equals this. So what's happening here? Wait, no, sorry guys, the curly brackets. What's happening here? We're just creating a table which will host all of our things that we are saving underneath the collected thing. So for I and then mushroom in pairs, player dot mushrooms collected, get children do. So now we are going to go ahead and do if mushroom. I'll explain what this is doing in a second, guys. If mushroom, then table dot insert collected save, and then mushroom dot name. Okay guys, so what's happening here? We have a collected save file over here. This is getting all the mushrooms that we have just collected in the game. So pretty much what's happening here, so pretty much guys, the mushrooms collected file in the player that we made when I showed you guys when we joined the game, there was a file over there. Later on we'll make it when we step on a mushroom, it's going to add to that file. So what's doing here, it's looping through every single thing in that file, and if a player has something in their file, it's then going to go ahead and insert the name of whatever object I have in that file into this collected save over here, to then go ahead and save later on, to allow us to go ahead and load their data again when they spawn back in. Okay guys, so now we have that. We're going to go ahead and do here collected data store, then set async, and then I'm going to quickly copy this guys over here. So user dot player dot user ID, and then collected save over here guys. So pretty much what's happening over here, we are now overwriting what's been like the value in collected data store. Honestly guys, data stores is a pretty complicated thing. It's probably one of the hardest things in scripting guys, so just if this is hard for you, just don't worry. I'll be making a series on how I'll be explaining all this in a future series, showing you guys how to become a noob to an absolute pro of Roblox scripting. But essentially guys, what it's doing over here, it's creating the name of like the player's value, and it's just putting all the data that we have in this save to go ahead and save under the player right now. Okay, and now we actually have that, we are good to go. But also guys, I recommend doing this as well. Just copy all that and then do this, but instead of doing that, do game and then dot bind, game colon bind to close. So pretty much guys, what's happening here, not always the player will leave. For example, if the Roblox servers go down or the server crashes, this is just going to go ahead and save it just in case guys. So if something bad happens, this is still going to go ahead and save your data. You don't need to change anything about that, so just keep that in mind. Also guys, if it is not working, you can go ahead and put this anywhere you want. So the good thing about using this p-call thing is that we can go ahead and see if it's been successfully saved, and if not, it's going to go ahead and allow us to go ahead and it's going to tell us that it's not been saved, and it's going to then print out the error message that's occurred, and then you can then identify what's happened because of that error message. Okay guys, so now we have that. That's all the saving done and ready to go. Next guys, we are going to want to go ahead and do something that will actually allow us to add something to our mushrooms collected file on the player to then go ahead and save over here. So we're going to go ahead and create a script over here. I'm just going to go ahead and call this collection script right now. There we go, collection script over here. And 1 second guys. So okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do, local mushroom equals script dot parent. There we go. Local replicated storage equals game get service replicated storage. There we go. So we have that right now. We are going to go ahead and, you know what, I'm going to copy this mushroom list right now guys, just making it easy over there. You can write this down or you can copy it from the other thing. But yeah, there we go, guys. That's again getting the file, the mushrooms file in the replicated storage. And now we are going to want to go ahead and actually find the corresponding mushroom which we have here, which is the red mushroom. So I'm going to go ahead and make a new thing, local red mushroom equals mushroom list, wait for child, red mushroom right now. Okay, so this is just finding the red mushroom stored in this file, guys. Change this. So let's say I want to go ahead and put this file on the blue mushroom, I'm just the script even, guys. I'm just going to change this to blue mushroom and then blue mushroom here, guys. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Just change that for all the other ones. You could do this with a module script. A module script is pretty much a script that you can call in other scripts, so you can pretty much write this out once and just change a bit of things. It's a bit more efficient, guys, but just for simple purposes, I'm just going to go ahead and use this today. I'll show you guys how to put this into how to actually add another mushroom into this, but 1 second. So we're going to go ahead and do part dot touched connect, wait, no, mushroom, sorry guys, connect, wait, have I spelled touched wrong? Right, I don't know if I have, but anyway, there we go, function, and then hit. Okay, guys, I did explain this last part 2. Remember, you were stepping on like the teleport pads up there, guys, so I'm not going to explain this too much, but we're going to go ahead and do if hit dot parent find first child humanoid, then this is just checking if the thing that hit it is actually a player and not something like random, like a random block or something. Then we're going to go ahead and do local character equals hit dot parent, and then we're going to go ahead and find the player. So local player equals game dot players, get player from character, get player from character over there, and then I'm just going to go ahead and put the character in here, guys. So this is getting the player from the character that has just hit. So now we're going to go ahead and do if player, then this is just making sure that if we've actually got a value in this player thing, we're now going to go ahead and run this code. So we're going to go ahead and do local collected file equals player dot mushrooms collected. So now, guys, this is finding the file that we have set out to be added to the player. This is just finding the file that we have now made spawn in with the player pretty much, guys, and this is going to allow us to then add this mushroom into that file to then save it later on. So I'm going to do local found equals collected file find first child red mushroom. Put that in quotation marks, guys. So what I'm doing here, I'm gonna make sure that whenever we run over the part, right, 1 minute, guys, I'm just gonna show you this for a second. So when we run over this mushroom right now, it's gonna go ahead and expect maybe a few error message. No, never mind. But essentially, guys, when we are running over this, we're hitting it multiple times, guys. And if we run over it and just simply add this to our mushrooms collected file whenever we run over it, as you guys can see over here, literally a ton of mushrooms are being added to it, and we don't want this, guys. So what I'm going to go ahead and do here, I'm going to make it so that this does not occur. So let's go ahead and do this over here. So pretty much we're going to go ahead and do if not found. So if there is no red mushroom in the player's file, then we're going to go ahead and put this, we're going to allow the player to collect it up essentially and add it to the file. So local mushroom equals red mushroom clone. This is just making that identical copy of this thing in the replicated storage, because we can't actually we can't transfer this to the player because that would move it from the replicated storage and it just doesn't work. But anyway, guys, okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Clone that, then mushroom dot parent equals collected file, and then mushroom dot value equals true. So now, guys, this should all be working. 1 second, I'm going to quickly change this because I was just using the collected data store thing when I was testing it, guys. Okay, so we have a blank copy right now, a blank canvas. I'm going to show you guys how this works. So we are going to go ahead and go in the game right now, and I'm going to keep this file open. So as you guys can see, our mushroom collected file is it's got nothing in. If you run over this, as you guys can see, we now have a red mushroom that has went into this. But how can we assure that this saves and loads whenever we then come back into the game? Well, we're going to go ahead and click on stop over here. And then we're going to run it again, guys. Keep in mind, sometimes in studio, stuff doesn't always save. It's pretty weird, but as you guys can see now, we've now loaded in with this red mushroom. Our data has saved, guys. But yeah, sometimes in studio, it doesn't always save, so just keep that in mind, guys. You may not be wrong. It just may not save, but essentially, guys, we have this all working right now. Let's say if I want to put this into my blue mushroom over here, I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste this collection script into the blue one. But instead of using the red mushrooms, I'm just going to go ahead and put blue mushroom over here and local blue mushroom. And then I'm going to go ahead and change this to blue mushroom as well. And also, instead of finding the red mushroom, I'm going to go ahead and put this to blue mushroom right now. And this should also work and also put in our file to be saved right now. I'm going to show you guys this right now. Okay, so we've now loaded in again with our saved red mushroom, and now we will have the blue mushroom being added to this. Now if we go ahead and stop the game, guys, normally if you like stop the game as soon as you've collected this, it doesn't normally save, so wait a few seconds after you've collected it, guys. I don't know why, it's just Roblox Studio. It's what I've found in the past, but essentially, guys, now if you go ahead and check in this, as you guys can see, both these have now been saved and they have now been loaded in. And that, guys, is how you can go ahead and save and load the mushrooms that the player has collected right now. And we need this is essential for making pop-ups saying you've already collected this mushroom, or well done, you collected a new mushroom, or even creating the index, which I'll show you guys how to make in a part coming very, very soon. Next part will probably be the pop-ups that occur saying you found this mushroom or you've already collected this mushroom, guys. We'll try and make it look very, very nice for you all. And yeah, that's this part. Again, guys, if you found this difficult, just take your time, guys, be patient, just check if it's exactly the same as mine. And also, all of these scripts are on my Patreon, which again is linked in the description of today's video and also in the pinned comment. But yeah, guys, I'm glad that I've eventually got this out. It took a little while, apologies about that. But yeah, guys, I hope you all did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe to show some support, and peace out.